This week on Veterans Stand Up, I'm talking to Henry Stoever, Marine veteran and CEO of the Association of Governing Boards. I started Veterans Stand Up to provide information from veteran thought leaders to veterans about, the information and resources that will help them advance their economic opportunities. Well, Henry, in your role, you've seen veterans as students, as employees, and in leaders. But you make a point that veterans begin from a very good place.
Right. Paul, it's great to be here with you. And when I think about veterans, not only have they been students and employees and leaders, I think that we'd start with the last one, leaders. Because one of the things that the military teaches all men and women is how to get stuff done. And when I think about leadership, that is all about empowering others to accomplish more than they could accomplish on their own, or more than they thought they could accomplish on their own. I would start off by saying the key takeaway here is that veterans, in my mind, can be strategic assets for our country, for our society, for our economy, and things of that nature. And so there's a tremendous amount of value that all veterans can provide to all their walks of life. But I often think about starting with the outcomes in mind. What do you think about that, Paul?
Well, that's interesting. In terms of the outcomes, what exactly outcomes would you imagine?
Right, because it's interesting, and I start with that one word. It's a big topic: outcomes. What do you want to do with your life? And that starts with, where are you in life? Some military veterans are more senior, and some of them are younger. I got out of the Marine Corps when I was 27, and I had 2 kids at the time. And I was married. And so you think about, okay, I've got some cash flow needs that I need, but also I started out by thinking, what do I want to do? So here's the first thing I would encourage all veterans to do, or even all people to do when you're looking for a job. First of all, do some internal thinking about, what are you really passionate about? Because work should not be work. Work should actually be fun, and it can be fun. Because the hard the hard truth is that you may spend more time working than you are playing in life. And so when you think about that intersection, the connectivity between work and life, you need to work to live, or do you live to work? That's a whole nother conversation.
Sure.
But I think about, where are you and do you want to go?
Well, let me ask you then a question. So veterans come with a lot of assets. What advice do you have for them in dealing with the difficult conversations? A raise, taking the right job, understanding that they come with so many assets.
Well, the key part is never sell yourself short, because employers, the reality here, they're trying to keep costs constrained while maximizing revenue. So there's this thing called margin, kind of what's left over at the end of the day. And of course, as a business, you have to have something left over to pay bills and reinvest in the company. But the most important thing is be positive, have a positive mental attitude about what you're doing, about yourself, about your skills, but never sell yourself short.